Hello everyone, my name is Apple Guy, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Pokémon Emerald. In the previous video, we caught a Relicanth and a Wailord, which was not at all mind-numbing, and almost made me want to quit playing, in order to begin preparation for catching legendary Pokémon. In today's video, we're going to be catching one of 4 legendary Pokémon. We actually have a set of 3, a trio, that we need to catch, and then one additional Pokemon that's also part of a trio, but we can't get the whole trio now. So think of it as a trio and a single Pokemon that's also part of a trio eventually. At the end of the previous video, I asked you all to submit your notes for a pop quiz throughout the series. If you have been watching since the beginning, I had asked you to take notes on 3 locations throughout the Pokemon world as locations of importance. And today we're going to the first of 3. If you answered that one of them was on Route 105 or north of Dewford Town, anything of that sort, please give yourself 1 point on the pop quiz because you are correct. If we cross over from this island here and walk into this next little area of the ocean, begin surfing on Flatbird, and we head north, we will enter a cave. It is open now. Previously it was closed. This is the Island Cave, one of 3 important caves we will be visiting. There is more braille here, just as there was in the cave in the previous video. This one's... my voice. This one says, stay close to the wall, run around 1 lap. So we just need to hug the wall and take a lap around the room. And it will open. And it's just that easy to walk in and encounter the first of the 3 legendary guardians we will be battling. This one here is the legendary Pokemon Regice. That is right, ladies and gentlemen, we are in pursuit of the 3 legendary Regis, the Regi trio. There's like 6 of them now, but at the time of this, there was 3 Regis. Next generation, they added Regigigas, who was like the king of the Regis. But mostly, you got the 3 Regis here. Starting with Regice. Regice is the ice variation. We will be catching the 2 other ones in subsequent videos. But of course, when battling a legendary, you want to do the very standard deal of just lowering their attack power, or lowering their lowering their health, and then capturing them. It'll be very, very simple as long as we don't mess it up. And honestly, legendaries can be a little tricky to catch, so we're going to be patient. Thankfully, these are not roaming legendaries. Roaming legendaries are the worst things ever created. But legendary Pokemon are generally pretty tricky to catch, so we're going to be doing our best to sort of just stall and start tossing out Pokeballs. We actually did a really good job of lowering Regice's health already. I find, maybe it's just confirmation bias, but I personally find throwing Pokeballs at legendary Pokemon, it gives me more success. Like, I find myself capturing them easier in Pokeballs rather than in Ultra Balls. But I'll be throwing all sorts of Pokeballs at this legendary. I will not be tossing the Master Ball, though. I plan to hold on to the Master Ball for as long as possible, if not longer. I think Greeper might go down here, but that's okay. Not too big of a concern. Of course, this does not count as like a gym battle or anything of that sort. So if need be, I need to maybe revive a Pokemon or use a potion or something, I will. There is really no downside to me using items here. I'm capturing this Pokemon solely to show it off, not necessarily to use it or anything. Man, I wish I had a false swipe. I could take this Pokemon down just a little bit lower. Paralyzing it or putting it to sleep would be good as well, but I don't think I have any Pokemon that do status conditions like that. If I did, Aphrodite has... No, Aphrodite wouldn't help here. Wait, if I go back to this menu, I can just kind of toggle through people, right? No, Sceptile or Newt would not be good in this instance. Neither would Flatbird. Greeper's fainted, and I definitely don't want to give it fire. Will-O-Wisp would not be good. So it would be, yeah, nothing from Libra, and then nothing here from Damascus as well. I can't believe I don't have a single... No! Lord, I pushed the wrong button. I thought I'd be over the top one. The Regice flew away! Yeah, it just got up and left. That brings me to a very important point that I should have made earlier. Save before fighting a legendary. Always and forever. Never don't save. Saving is key, saving is critical. Do it. Okay, starting off just as we were before, running it back like nothing ever happened. I ran away from a Regice? No, I didn't. That's all gone. Forget it ever happened. Alright, so Greeper's out here again, gonna be lowering down Regice's stats. Ooh, a critical hit to take down half the health. Not bad, Regice. I mean, not bad, Greeper. You're doing great. You're doing great. We want to get Regice low, like we had it. Honestly, we had it in a really good spot. We need to do like one more non-critical, please. Ha, trying to use superpower on my ghost type? How dare you? Okay, great. That is very low. So we can try our hands at an Ultra Ball, I guess. Ultra Balls statistically have the highest chance to capture this Pokemon. It's totally in my head that it doesn't. By the way, the reason why I had bought so many Pokeballs was so that I could toss Pokeballs all freely at Regice and the remaining legendary Pokemon that we plan to catch throughout the series. Like I said, I don't really want to use the Master Ball for anything. It's something I kind of want to just hold on to. If we have to catch a roaming, I might toss the Master Ball at that. For those of you who don't know, this is just going to turn to a podcast while I try and catch this legendary, by the way. A roaming legendary is the worst thing ever created, like I had said. It is legendary Pokemon that you encounter in the wild, and then they will run away turn 1, or use like Roar or something to end the battle instantly. So they are very hard to catch. They have been a staple throughout the Pokemon series. I think the most infamous ones, at least for me, is like Raikou and Entei in the Johto games. And there was some in Pokemon Platinum as well, the like Lake Trio, I think. Mesprit, Uxie, and Azelf were roaming as well, I believe. Or maybe just one of them was. Memory isn't super sharp on that. But anyway, not necessarily the best time. And so you have to use something like Arena Trap to lock them away from running. Or you just lose. Wow, Superpower, very powerful move, super effective against Damascus as well. We do see an attack stat get lowered, and a defense stat lower. Let's go ahead and throw a standard Pokeball, see if that does anything. Like I said, statistically, Ultra Balls is the best. But personally, I found a lot of success with Pokeball. Pretty much though, we're just going to be tossing Pokeballs at it. And so, that is what happens. If you've made it this far in the video, make sure you go down below, hit like, and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. That'd be pretty darn cool if you felt like hitting subscribe. But if not, perhaps leave a like. Alright, gonna continue to throw Pokeballs. I could of course get different kinds of Pokeballs as well, but I'm pretty sure the standard regular Pokeball, the Ultra Ball, and the Great Ball are kind of just the ones you want to use for this. You know, I really like Damascus being out in front. I think Damascus is a really good wall, so I'm going to go ahead and use a potion. Go ahead and use a Hyper Potion, why not, on Damascus, just to keep Damascus in play longer. Especially since every time we see a superpower get used, it lowers the stats to make the next superpower even weaker. Although we do see Curse to kind of counteract that, but I'm not too worried about that. I think we've got this. We've got this in the sense of we just need to keep tossing Pokeballs at it. We can't really get it any weaker. It's about as weak as it's gonna get. I don't particularly think there's a way for us to deal more chip damage besides like, I mean, we don't even have Wing Attack anymore. I was gonna say like maybe a Wing Attack. Or like, what we could do. No, that wouldn't work. I was gonna say we could bring Nancy, but that's just a bad idea. Because Nancy is not fast enough to deal damage to Regice. So yeah. Alright, I might start cutting out Pokeball throws. If something interesting happens, I'll resume the footage. I don't know, it's always fun to watch me like just toss Pokeballs and talk about nothing. But I've just about run out of things to say. You know what we could do? Wait, I have a fun activity. Let's go to Bulbapedia and read the Regice Bulbapedia page. Here we go. Alright, I've Googled it on my phone. Here we go. Regice. Regice is an Ice-type legendary Pokemon introduced in Generation 3. It is not known to evolve into or from any other Pokemon. It is a member of the Legendary Titans, along with the others that I'm not going to read, because I don't want to spoil it. Regice is a large blue Pokemon composed of solid Antarctic ice. Its body is comprised of angular crystal-like shapes. We do see the angular crystal-like shapes. And its face has an unusual pattern, consisting of 7 yellow dots in a plus formation. It has 4 spikes on the back, and its 2 legs are conical, and it bounces its entire body on their points. We see that. We can see the spikes off the back, we can see the cone-shaped legs, and then it comes to 2 points. We see that. There are 3 fingers, count them, 1, 2, 3, on each of its pentagonal arms. In the anime, Regice moves around by floating in the air. Regice cloaks itself in air that is negative 328 degrees Fahrenheit, negative 200 Celsius for any one who doesn't use Fahrenheit, and anything near Regice will become frozen. It can even survive when submerged in molten lava or other extremely hot temperatures. Regice is believed to have been created by Regice, who was not in this game, but was in the next game, and has slept in a glacier for thousands of years since an ice age. It was sealed away in ancient ruins by people in the past. That's what we kind of read about in the last video. Now we're gonna go on to the in the anime section. It appeared in the movie Lucario and the Mystery of Mew. It was a guardian of the Tree of Beginning. It first tried to attack Ash, but was stopped by Lucario. In the end, it and the other guardians realized Ash and his friends were not a threat, and continued protecting the Tree of Beginning. The next section is entitled Brandon's Regice. Brandon's Regice. Regice made its main appearance debut in Pace, the Final Frontier, under the ownership of Brandon. Brandon used it to battle Pikachu, but lost after a tough match. Brandon brought Regice with him to Sinnoh in A Pyramiding Rage and Pillars of Friendship. I'm guessing those are both episodes of the show. I'm gonna skip the remaining section, and we are going to read the in the TCG. No, never mind. That's not real game data. Nah, that's something we're gonna see just now. It's like Pokédex entries and stuff. Do you want to know where you can find it in other games? Well, it didn't exist prior to Generation 3. If you want it in LeafGreen or FireRed, you have to trade from a different game, I guess. And if you want it in Diamond and Pearl, you have to trade. If you want it in Platinum, however, you can find it at Mount Coronet if you have a Fateful Encounter Regigigas. Is anyone interested? You know what? I think I'm out of things to say now. I'm just gonna keep tossing Pokeballs, and I'll catch you guys when I finally catch the thing. Oh lord, it's struggling. Okay. Struggle is a move that happens when the Pokemon is legitimately out of every other move it can do. So Regice has 0 power points on all 4 of his moves. The only thing he can do is Struggle, which does a little bit of damage to me, and recoil damage. So we are now battling against the clock to catch this thing. Worst comes to worst, I mean honestly, if we don't catch it, then I'll just reset the game and try again. But it's crazy we got to the point where it's struggling. Look at how low its HP is! It legitimately has 1 struggle left in it, maybe 2. So we have to catch it on this Ultra Ball or the next Ultra Ball. And that's all she wrote otherwise. No! Regice, please, 1 more struggle. You can survive 1 struggle. Have 1 pixel HP. No, it fainted. Gotta run it back. I'm gonna buy more Ultra Balls too. It's just not doing it for us, I guess. This time for sure. This time we'll be lucky with Paralysis. Yes, sirree. No doubt about it. No doubt. I remember I tried catching Pokemon for like 40 minutes in the previous video, so me battling a legendary over and over again is somehow less mind-numbing. Although, I might have to break out the AirPod strats and like listen to like a Chugga Conroy video or something while I'm doing this. Just get something else going on, because repeatedly thunderbolting a legendary hoping I get the paralysis is just not it so far. Could be it in the future. Presently, not it. Also unsure if there's literally any other way I could, but I checked my HMs, or my TMs. I guess TMs and HMs pouch, and there was like really nothing that I could do. I didn't have like a Thunderwave TM, and I don't know if you can buy one. You might actually be able to buy a Thunderwave TM at the department store. But that, like, I don't think it'd be worth it just for one encounter. Hey, that health is really low. That's, I think, might be the lowest we've ever had the health. So that's off to a good start. That's off to a good start. Let's see what we can't do about an Ultra Ball, though, eh? Let's see. I feel like Regice would want to be in a Great Ball. Matches the color scheme a little bit better. I'll try throwing a Great Ball, Regice, alright? Sometimes you have to bargain with these legendaries. You have to give them, you know, a little bit of wiggle room. It's like selling a car, right? Like, okay, Regice, I obviously, you know, you want to have the blue one. Sure, I get it. No biggie. We'll make it happen for you, okay? Thanks for doing business. That one didn't have the right dimensions, okay? You wanted something a little bigger. That's why I always like to have the luxury balls in Platinum. You can always toss one of the back. You'll get the fanciest Pokeball available. Try and sell them. That one was a little bit better. I see you're coming around, Regice. You're coming around to the Great Balls. All right, sounds good. I'll keep tossing them. This next Great Ball I'm gonna throw is imported from the south of France. This is the best Great Ball I have in my collection. This one is luxurious. He doesn't like French. That's fine. Not a fan of French cuisine. That's fair. I can't think of a French food off the top of my head besides like escargot. This one serves you milkshakes 24/7. Regice is lactose intolerant confirmed. Okay, Regice, you're a classy guy. You want a classic Pokeball to ride around in. Red and white, you know it, you love it, very classic. You're a bit of an upscale guy. See, I'm trying to sell him on this thing. I'm gonna keep throwing Pokeballs at him. I'll let you guys know if something interesting happens, or if we capture the darn thing. You will never know what the next clip will be. Maybe it'll be me capturing it. Who knows? Thank God. Oh my lord. 40 minutes of recording time is what my OBS says. Regice, height 5'11". That's taller than I am. Weight 385.8. That's heavier than I am. Its entire body is made of Antarctic ice. After extensive studies, researchers believe the ice was formed during an ice age. Give a nickname to Regice? No. No, thank you. Regice has been caught. Yay! That is the first of 3 legendary Pokemon we will be capturing from the Regice trio, or the Titans trio, or whatever they're called. And the next 2 we're going to be doing across the next 2 videos. So if you enjoyed watching me throw Pokeballs at Pokemon for however long this video is, well then you are going to have a blast. Not only for the next 2 videos, but for the next 3, because after we catch the 2 remaining people in the legendary Regice trio, we have another legendary right after that one. So it is going to be swell. Let's take a quick gander here at the Regice that we just caught. Let's make sure we isolate him in the bottom corner here. And we'll take a quick summary. Regice, it's ice type. It has clear body, which prevents stat reduction. Ability reduction is kind of a weird way to say that. It prevents stat reduction. That does not apply to status effects. I just got very unlucky with not getting my paralysis. Hardy nature, Meta level 40 at the Island Cave. Caught, of course, in an Ultra Ball like you just saw. Pretty good special defense. Actually, freaking fantastic special defense. Slow as molasses, however. And moves, of course, Icy Wind, Curse, Superpower, Ancient Power. So in total, it has, that's 10, that's 20, 35 power points total. 35 moves. before it begins to struggle. This is how it would perform in a contest, which I actually haven't shown off contests yet. Gonna have to do that at some point. But that is Regice, ladies and gentlemen. Simple and clean. In the next episode, we're going to be capturing another member of the Regi trio. Make sure you leave in the comments section where those two could be. The quiz is still going on. Don't think I forgot. Ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be all for now. I want to thank you all so much for watching. If you have enjoyed, please hit like and subscribe. And tell your friends about my channel if you think they would enjoy it. It means a lot to me, and you guys spread my videos around. And I'll catch you guys all back here next time for my next video. Until then, as always, take care.